Hello everyone, today we are going to make this website with the logo, some navigation bars, as you can see, button, heading, para, again button, picture, our awesome features, as you can see, then why this watch, product showcase, you can see it here, heading, para, then picture, heading, para, price, save, price and a button. Our testimonial section with picture, some paras and the footer. You can see, and then when you click it, it will move to the top. Why this watch? It will move this section. Features, it will move to the feature section. Product showcase to product showcase, and when you click the testimonial, it will move to the testimonial section. So today we are going to make this website. This is a complete responsive website that we are going to make today. Okay, as you can see. Okay, so we are going to make this website by using the Visual Studio Code and by using HTML and CSS. So this is the basics of the HTML, as you can see, and I have connected my HTML style sheet with the main CSS folder, and here is the some fonts that I am using. I am using the Poppins in the sans serif way, and here is the title, landing page Hussain coders, as you can say, landing page Hussain coders. Okay, now moving further to the header section, as you can see, header starts from here and ends here. Okay, into the header section, it is divided into the two portions, the navigation portion and then this portion, the main header portion. Okay, header class with the name of header, div class with the name of header navigation, and div class with the name of row. I am using this to center our content. Okay, navigation starts from here. Nav class with the name of nav, anchor point class with the name of logo, as you can see, watch here. Okay, here is the logo. Link class with the name of nav item, and in a link we are using the anchor point class with the name of nav link, and here is the home. You only have to copy this link and place it for the why this watch, for the features, product showcase, testimonial, and then this buy now button, as you can see, buy now button. For this we are only adding the button primary class here. Okay, close the link and close the unordered list, as you can see, and for this anchor point we are using it for the JavaScript, which I am not going to show you. Okay, and for the header content, div class with the name of header content and div class with the name of header flex, because you can see we are using the flex here. Div class with the name of header text box, and here is the heading class with the name of heading primary, and here is some heading with the span. Okay, and the div class with the name of header text box para and some para, and again two buttons, as you can see, button light and button primary. Okay, and again a photo, div class with the name of header photo, and here is the image class with the name of header image. The div is closed and the header is closed, that we have created this. Now we are going to style this, and here is some media queries that I have used in our style sheet. For the smallest for 24 m, small for 37.5 m, medium 56.25 m, large for 75 m, and largest for 112.5 m. As you can see, the pixels I have here written here. Okay, fonts that I have used in the font primary in the Poppins from in the sans serif way, and here is some colors, color white, color black, light, gray dark, primary purple, primary medium, primary light, and secondary, as you can see. To center our content, I am using row, as I have told you before, maximum width to 114 m and margin to 0 and auto. Here I am using the media query, as you know, the media only screen, and maximum width when BP large is, then the maximum width will convert into the 100 m and margin to 0 and auto. When the BP is medium, or the maximum width is medium, then the maximum width will be 80 rem and margin to 0 and auto. When the maximum width is small, then the maximum width will convert into the 55 rem and margin to 0 and auto. And when the maximum width is smallest, then its maximum width will convert into the 50 rem and margin to 0 and auto. And the basic styling, as you can see, on ordered list style to none, anchor point, text decoration to none, and color to color gray dark. For the image, maximum width to 100% and height to 0 and height to auto. For the heading 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, color to color dark. And for all before and after, margin to 0, padding to 0 and box sizing to inherit. For the HTML, font size to 62.5% and box sizing to border box. Here again I have used the media query for the BP large, for the maximum width large, maximum width medium, small, and for the smallest. As you can see, I have changed the font size here. For the body, font family to font primary, font weight to 400, color to color gray dark and line height to 1.6. And now moving here to the header section, we are using the flex here, display to the flex, align item to center, padding to 0, 8 viewport height and 0. And again I am using the media query here for flex direction when the maximum width is small. And for the photo, flex to 1 and padding to 100 viewport height and 10 viewport width. And again I am using the media query here. When the screen's maximum width is medium, then the padding will be 0. For the text box, flex to 0, 0 and 50%, padding to 10 viewport height and 5 viewport width. And again I am using the media query here for the maximum width of small, ordered 1 and padding to 0. And for the span that we have used in the heading, color to color secondary. As you can see, here is the secondary color. Okay. For the paragraph, font size to 1.4 em and margin to 2 em and 0, 4 em and 0. And again I have used the media query here for the medium, font size to will convert into the 2 em. For the logo, font size to the 3 em, and for the nav, and this is the logo and these are the nav. Okay. Padding to 2 em and 0, display to the flex, align item to the center, justify content to the space between. And again I am using the media query here for the maximum width of medium and align item to start, flex start. For the list all but not the last child, margin right to the 2 em. As you can see it here, margin right to the 2 em, there is some margin. Okay. And again I am using the media query here for the medium. And for the maximum width medium, display to the none. For the items, as you can see, display inline block, and again I am using the media query here, display to the block and text line to the center. For the link, font size to 1.6 em, and here is the media query that I am using for the font size when the maximum width is medium. For the hovering effect, color to color primary and transition R to 2.2 seconds. Okay. As you can see, I am using the icons here, but these icons will be only shown when we will use this. As you can see, it, this is the complete responsive website. Okay, complete responsive website. Okay, you can see it here. That's why I am using the media queries. Okay, it will change according to the size of the screen. As you can see it here. Okay, you can see it here. That's why I am using the media query. The top button, again everything is stable. Okay, so let's close this, and now moving further to the button. As you can see, I have used the button here, display to inline block, padding to 0.8 em and 1.5 em. For the primary button, as you can see, we have used the 2 button here, primary and secondary button, I think so. For the primary button, background color to color primary, color to color light, border to 1 pixel, solid color primary and font size to 1.5 em. For the hovering effect, color to color primary, background color to color light and border to 1 pixel, solid color primary and transition all to 0.5 second. And for the light, this is the light button. For the light button, color to color secondary, border to 1 pixel, solid color secondary, font size to 1.5 em, margin to right. And the top button, and for the top text line to right, transform to translate by to -15 em. And for the hovering effect, color to color light, background color to color secondary, border to 1 pixel, solid and color secondary and transition all to 0.5 second. As you can see, I have 2 buttons here. Now moving further to the our awesome feature section. Again, I have used some headings here. I think so we will move to the heading at the last, or if you want I can for the headings, font size to 6 rem, line height to 1.2, font weight to 600, and for the span that we have used here, for the span, as you can see, color to color secondary. For the heading secondary, font size to 3.5 rem, line height to 1, font weight to 500. And for the features that we will use in the feature, then in the watch, then in the product, it will come later. For tertiary heading for the testimonial, it will also come later on. So moving further to the feature section, as you can see, now we are moving to this section. In the feature section, as you can see, feature section starts from here and ends here. Okay, in this section we only have to create this portion, then we can copy it whole. Okay, only changing the icons here. Okay, now moving to the feature section. Section class feature, heading 2 class heading secondary for the features. Okay, and here is the heading. Div class with the name of row as to center our content. Div class with the name of feature flex, as you can see we are using the flex here. Div class with the name of feature icons, that you can see we are using the icons, different icons here. Okay, and div class feature icon flex, and again we are using the flex, and div class with the name of feature icons flex item, and here is the image that I have used, and class with the name of feature icons icon. Okay, again the paragraph with the class with the name of features icon name, and class with the name of feature icon space, and the div is closed. As you can see, you only have to copy this div and place it several times, like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times. Okay, exactly this you can see, features icon flex item, feature icon flex item. You only have to change the icon here, then change the big display to Android to big display and 4.2 to 19 inches. As you can see, only have to change the name and space. Okay, change the icon, name and space, change the icon, name and space. Okay, in the div class, now we are moving to this portion, that we have created this portion. Now moving to this portion, into the features class with the name of features photo, and here is the photo again, that class with the name of feature photo image, and again we are moving to the use the div class with the name of feature icon, div class with the name of feature icon flex, and div class with the name of feature icon flex item. As you can see, now again moving to this portion, you can see you only have to copy this portion and place it by as you can see, class with the name of feature icon name, and here is the name, fitness tracker. As you can see, fitness tracker, only missing the these things here only. Okay, as you can see, only missing the space here. Okay, you only have to copy this portion and place it 2 times, only changing the icon and changing the name here. You can change the icon and you have to change the name here. The div is closed and the section is closed. Now moving to the main CSS folder. Secondary, I have used the secondary heading here, font size to 3.5 rem, line height to 1, font weight to 500, features for the line text to center and margin bottom to 4 rem. For the watch, text line to center, margin bottom to 4 rem, and color to inherit. Now moving to the feature section, as you can see, the feature section starts from here. For the feature, padding to 5 rem and 0. For the flex, display to the flex, text align item to the center, and padding to 5 rem and 0. Again I am using the media query here for the small, flex direction to column, and again for the small, all but not the last child, margin bottom to 5 rem. For the icons that I have used here, for the icons, as you can see, I have used the icons here. Okay, for the icons, flex to 0, 0 and 20%, text line to center, and padding to 0 and 5 rem. Again I have used the media query here for the medium, and padding is 0. For the flex, display to the flex, flex direction to column, and all but not the last child, margin bottom to 8 rem. Okay, for the icons that we have used, maximum width to 6 rem. Again I have used the media query here for the maximum width for the small, and width will convert to the 20 rem. Name, for the name, font size to 1.2 rem, font weight to 600. Again I have used the media query here for the font size, and for the space, font size to 1.2 rem, and again I have used the media query here for the font size. For the photo, flex to 0, 0 and 60%, and for the image, display to the block and margin to 0 and auto. Okay, as you can see, this portion. By this watch, as you can see, now moving to the this portion, by this watch I have this heading and some para here. Now moving to this portion, as you can see, we have the image, background image here too. We will move there later on. First move to the watch section. As you can see, its section starts from here and ends here. It's a small section. Section class with the name of watch, div class with the name of text watch text box, and again heading class with the name of heading secondary watch, and here is the heading, as you can see. Para class with the name of watch text box para, and here is some para. Close the div and close the section. Now moving further to the watch section, we are going to use this image, as you can see. For this image, background image to linear gradient to right bottom, RGBA color black 2.7 and RGBA color black 2.7, and URL to this image, as you can see. Here is this image that we are going to use. Okay. Background size to cover, background position to center, background attachment to fixed, height to 80 viewport height, and color to color light, position to relative, because we are going to use absolute position here for in the text box. Top to 50%, left to 50%, transform to translate minus 50% and minus 50%. Color to inherit and padding to 5 rem and 5 rem, text align to center. Again I am using the media query here for the medium and padding to 0. For the para, font size to 1.4 rem. Media query here when the maximum width is medium and font size will convert into 1.6 rem. Now moving further to the product section, as you can see, we are moving to this product section, heading, then para, then buttons, as you can see here, and a image. This button is different, this button is different, and these buttons are different, as you can see here. Okay. Now moving to the product section, our product section starts from here and ends here. Okay, because we only have to create these buttons. Okay, then we can copy them. So for this we are moving to the section class with the name of product, div class with the name of row to center our content, heading secondary product, and here is the product showcase. Paragraph class with the name of product para, and here is some para. Div class with the name of product flex, and div class with the name of product flex disc or description. Div class with the name of product flex disc for the description, and div class with the name of product flex disc flex, as you can see. And again we are only using this, we are this class only adding the extra classes here for our help. Okay, as you can see span here, in the span we are using the full view, as you can see full view is here. Now moving further to the div class with the name of product flex disc at item, as you can see you have copied this portion and place it here. Okay, and change the name to display. You only have to copy this portion and place it here and here too. Now moving to the photo section, as you can see we have created this portion. Now moving to the photo portion, div class with the name of photo, and here is the image, class with the name of product flex photo image. Now again moving to the description section, and again using this portion, div class with the name of product flex disc flex, as you can see description here, and item and name. You only have to copy this portion and place it for the watch, for the steps and watch back. You only have to copy the div and the section here. Now moving further to the main CSS portion for the product, as you can see padding to 10 rem, 0, 5 rem and 0. For the para, font size to 1.4 rem, text line to center, padding to 0 and 10 rem, and again I have used the media query here. For the maximum width when the medium, then the font size will be changed. For the flex, display to the flex, text align to center, padding to 10 rem and 0. For the disk, flex to 0, 20%, padding to 0 and 4 rem. Again use the media query here for the padding. Flex, display to flex, display flex direction to column and all but not the last cell, margin bottom to 6 rem. For the name, display to the block, as you can see this is the name, as you can see it here for the name, and padding to 0.8 rem, 1.5 rem. color to color white, font size to 1.4 em, color to color primary, border to 1 pixel, solid, color primary, text align to center. For the hovering effect, color to color light, background color to color primary, border to 1 pixel, solid, primary, color primary, cursor to pointer and transition all to 0.5 second. Okay, for the photo flex to 00 and 60%, and for the image display to the block and margin to 0 and auto. As you can see, we have created this portion here. Now moving to the smartwatch section. Into the smartwatch section, this section starts from here and ends here. Okay, in this section we only have a watch, heading, paragraph and then button. Okay, for this section class smart, div class with the name of row to center our content, div class with the name of smart flex, div class with the name of smart flex photo, and here is the photo or the image class with the name of smart flex photo image, and div class with the name of smart flex text box, heading class with the name of heading tertiary, and here is the heading. Para class with the name of smart flex text box para, and here is the para. Div class with the name of smart flex text box save, and here is the save, and span class with the name of smart flex text box span, and here is the span. Div class with the name of smart flex text box price, and here is the price, and then the anchor point for the buy now button primary, close the div and close the section. Now moving to the main CSS folder. Smart padding to 5 rem and 0, flex to display to the flex, text align to center, and again I am using the media query here. When the maximum width is small, then the flex direction will be column. For the photo, flex to 0, 0 and 50%. For the image, display to the block and margin to 0 and auto. For the text box, flex to 1, padding to 0 and 5 viewport width and all but not the last style, margin bottom to 2 rem. For the para, font size to 1.6 rem, and I have using the media query here. For the medium, font size will be changed. To save, font size, font weight to 600, font size to 1.2 rem, color to color dark, and again I am using the media query here. For the maximum weight for the medium, and font size will be changed. For the span, color to color secondary, as you can see here is the span. For the price, font weight to 600, font size to 1.3 rem, and color to color dark, and again I am using the media query here. For the maximum weight for the medium, font size will be changed. Okay, now moving further to the testimonial section. This is the testimonial section, and again we have heading, this portion, paragraph, name and a picture. Okay, for this we are moving to the HTML. And again section class with the name of testimonial, div class with the name of row to center our content, heading class with the name of heading tertiary and heading tertiary testimonial, and here is the testimonial. Div class with the name of testimonial flex, div class with the name of testimonial flex text box. Now moving further to span, class icon star rate 5, here is the rate and it is in the span. Class with the name of testimonial flex text box para, and here is the para. Div class with the name of testimonial flex text box name, and here is the name. Close the div. Now in the next div class with the name of testimonial flex photo, and here is the photo. Image with the name of class testimonial flex photo image. Close the div, close the section and close the main. Now moving to the main CSS folder. In the testimonial, padding to 10 rem and 0, flex to display to the flex, align item to center, and again I am using the media query here. Flex direction to column. For the maximum width for the small, flex direction to column and all but not the last child, margin bottom to 5 rem. For the text box, as you can see, here is the text box. For the text box, flex to 0, 0 and 50%, padding to 0 and 5 viewport width and all but not the last child, margin bottom to 2 rem. For the para, font size to 1.4 rem. Again I am using the media query here. For the maximum width for the medium, font size will be changed. For the name, font size to 2 rem and font weight to 600. For the photo, flex to 1, position to relative, because we are going to use the position absolute here. Before content, as you can see, here is this rectangle that we are going to create. Top to -3 rem, right to 10 rem, width to 10 rem and height to 120%. Position absolute, background color to color secondary. Border top right radius to 1 rem and border top right radius to 1 rem. Z index to -1. For the image, width to 30 rem, display to the block and margin to 0 and auto. Now moving further to the footer section. As you can see, this is the footer section. We only have to create this portion, then copy it 2 times, then we will create this portion. Okay, for this we are moving to the index.html. In the footer section, as you can see, starts from here and ends here. Okay, footer class with the name of footer, div class with the name of row to center our content, div class with the name of footer grid, and class with the name of footer grid items. Nav class with the name of footer nav, and unordered list class with the name of footer nav list. And into the list we are going to use the class with the name of footer nav item, and into the item we are using the anchor point class with the name of footer nav link, and again using the extra class footer nav link heading, and here is the heading of the company. Okay, class with the name of footer nav item, again this same thing, and anchor point class with the name of footer nav link, same thing. Okay, and we are going to copy this portion and place it 2 times, only changing the customer and contact. Now into the second portion, footer div class with the name of footer grid item. As you can see, footer grid items. Okay, you only have to copy this portion from here to there and place it here. Only change here the products, features, pricing and enterprise. Okay, then same thing here. And now moving further to the div class footer grid items form. Here we are creating the form here, as you can see, for this div class with the name of form group, and here is the input email, as you can see, email, and class form input and placeholder example@gmail.com. Close the div class form group, and into the group we are going to use input class text, class form input and placeholder full name. As you can see it here, full name. Okay, you can see it here and see it here. Okay, now an anchor point using the button class with the name of button primary, and here is the subscribe button. As you can see, here is the button. Now moving further to the div class footer copyright, and here is the copyright, as you can see, copyright, and para class with the name of footer copyright text, and here is the text. And now the icons, as you can see, I didn't use any icons here, so you don't have to use these icons. Okay, now you can delete it if you want. Anchor point class with the name of button light top, and you can see ID home, and it is the top button, as you can see this button. Okay, now moving to the main CSS folder, footer padding to 10 rem, 0 0 and 0 for the grid display to the grid template column to repeat auto fit, minimum maximum 25 rem and 1 FR, grid gap to 3 rem. Again I am using the media query here. When the maximum width is small, then it will be changed to grid template column to repeat auto fit, minimum maximum to 30 rem and 1 FR. For the nav list, all but not the last child, margin bottom to 1 rem. For the link, font size to 1.4 rem, and again I am using the media query here. When the maximum width is medium, font size to 2.5 rem. For the hover, color to color primary and transition all to 2.2 second. For the heading, color to color primary, font size to 1.6 rem, font weight to 600. Again I am using the media query here. When the maximum width is medium, then the font size will be changed. For the form, all but not the last child, margin bottom to 1 rem. And for the input, padding 2.8 rem and 1.5 rem, border to none and outline to none. For the copyright, footer copyright, padding to 5 rem and 0, display to the flex, align item to the center, and justify content to space between. Again I am using the media query here. When the maximum width is small, then the flex direction is column, and all but not the last cell, margin bottom to 2 rem. For the text, font size to 1.6. Again using the media query here. When the maximum width is medium, then the font size is 2 rem. For the icons, that I am not going to use. So now moving to the heading portion that we have skipped. As you can see, secondary heading, this is the primary heading, font size to 6 rem, line height to 1.2, font weight to 600. For the span, that I have used in the heading primary, color to color secondary. For the heading secondary, font size to 3.5 rem, line height to 1 and font weight to 500. For the features, text line to center and margin bottom to 4 rem. For the watch, text line to center, margin bottom to 4 rem and color to inherit. For the product, text line to center, margin bottom to 4 rem. For the tertiary heading, font size to 3 rem, line height to 1, font weight to 600, and for the testimonial, text line to center and margin bottom to 6 rem. As you can see, here I have the JavaScript too. You can see here is the JavaScript. Okay. If you want this whole source of this website, source code of this website, I will place it into the description box. If you want it, you can tell me into the comment section. If you like my video, please like it, share it and subscribe my channel. And that was it. This is the website that we have created today. A complete responsive website, okay, that we have created today. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.